All right. Hello, hello. So now that I've finished up the main task in the CRM, I wanted to give a shot at streaming using this newer perspective, this newer concept. Now, at the moment, I'm just going to keep this pretty general. I really wanted to find out what this first episode might look like in terms of streaming this game, Unexplored 2. I think that'll be a good chance for me to be able to showcase and highlight exactly how to be able to describe situations simply and what could be done to be a better communicator, a better storyteller, these various items. So I'm starting this off here with simply simply going through the intro section. I started a new character. I don't know if the character creation and whatnot is really the most important aspect of what it takes to stream this. More so, I'm guessing it's going to be how I communicate. What is the overall objective of the game, and like just is it enjoyable to watch? That's going to be one of the biggest things. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just going and talking to everybody and just collecting all whatever knowledge there might be that people have, just different things that are interesting happening in the area. I'm not taking the time to read these just because, quite frankly, a lot of the lore is stuff I will share as we proceed. So right now I'm just kind of seeing what is the layout of the um, of this area. So we've already got our initial weapon. We started off with a sword. Oh, that's fantastic. We got a healing brew and a ring and a magic ring. That's really nice. That magic ring will allow us to have some damage protection when I find a form sigil, which is great because the armor I found is kind of tough to find at times. We've got a two-hander, a great club with two sigil slots. That's actually an awesome item. I'm going to trade the fuck out of that because, quite frankly, a two-hander probably not that useful. I found two-handers are great when you have protection rings. They do very big damage, but I don't think that they're necessarily the best in the early game. It's much better, I found, to have a sword and a shield, where with the sword, it's easier to be able to still deal good damage. You can move pretty quickly in order to get more hits in, and then on top of that, you can protect yourself with a shield. All right, so we've got a throwing club, legacy throwing club. It's pretty shit, to be frank. We're gonna trade that. You get a sky sigil. All right, so I'm not sure what exactly we'll do with this sky sigil. I'm guessing that would actually be used for perhaps we go into the spirit realm now, but the spirit realm isn't going to have any other connections yet. So let's just take a look. I forgot what happens. It just increases stealth to have a sky sigil to a ring. Um, let's just check out what the sword looks like with the sigil on it. What's interesting is I'm finding this new game is actually operating much, much quicker than the previous game. I wonder if that's simply because I've already went through so many different areas, or if it's just a temporary thing. It's computer, and that might make a difference. We'll find out how that appears. Yeah, no, still reasonably fast. So a sword causes +2 electrical damage once every 10 seconds. That's pretty awesome. Okay, and then I think I also have, let's see, there's a club. Yeah, those are my really only options. It's the sword or the ring. So I'm gonna go ahead, slap it inside of the sword, and let's go ahead, get this thing equipped. Oh, good. We got a sword, we got shield. I'm gonna get rid of the bow. I'm gonna get rid of the club. Um, and then even this great club, you know what? I'm gonna hold on to it for now. Um, I like that it already has +1 damage. At the same time, I can add +1 damage to the sword, which would give it me 7 damage, 9 power attack versus 8 damage here. So it's one less damage, and the power attack's not as powerful. I don't get this. Well, actually, it's a sword, so I should actually get a sweeping motion. Let's see. Yeah, yeah. Okay, this is cool. See, these short swords, they have a stabbing motion, but the full swords, they have a real sweeping motion. So, okay, so in this case, go ahead and unequip this. let's get back out of here and see what we can trade. So I find my favorite element of this game is definitely the trading. I love being able to get strategic on what type of items should I find. Should I go, and if I have a weapon, obviously I want to go and trade with the smith. But then I want to, if I have a bunch of trading goods that are at a low value, I may want to trade up to a high value. Sometimes you can be what's called well liked if you trade somebody, too much stuff, and then that can help you with other trades with people in the area. And yeah, it's just very enjoyable to me to be able to um, barter with different folks. So I've got the ability to make some updates so that I can make my sword faster. I don't believe I have any trading goods yet. Yeah, just a little bit of food and a single carving. I'm not sure that'll be very useful, but let's just find out. We want to see the sword. Yep. Yeah, they don't give a shit about my little carving. So let's just put that back. Let's see how they like the club. Okay, they like the club a whole lot. That's good. That's good. I can upgrade the shield. No, I can upgrade the club. I can upgrade the great club. See, I haven't had much of a need for um ranged weapons yet, and I just find them to be pretty weak all around. If anything, I think having a ranged dagger is pretty cool, especially when you jack it up to three different sigil slots and make it to where I think it's two fire, one flow, if I remember correctly. That way it explodes on impact and it instantly comes back. At the same time, though, I found it's very rare unless you're fighting the I forget, there's these big flame creatures that fly up in the air. But even then, I find that wands do a great job. So in this case here, let's he'll take the club, and for the moment, I'm half thinking of keeping the great club just because I do have it. Let's see, I can get both of those. So let's go ahead and grab that. I already have a repair kit. That's fantastic. Okay, I can get a statue and a couple of furs. So let's see. That's still not the most useful. That club is very valuable. The bow is even more valuable. Wow, I'm surprised. So this will make me well liked. I'm not sure if that's really a great deal. Let's just see, what am I getting for this? I'm trading the club to be able to get a 20% faster attack speed with the sword. 20% attack speed is pretty fire actually. There's 20, that means 20% more damage. So if I'm able to do 7 damage here, well, that increases it by 20% because I can hit them twice. I can hit them twice. Plus I get the two electrical damage every 10 seconds. But I'm gonna be at a bit of a loss. Is there anything I might want? See, sometimes I think about carrying a bow and arrow. I've never actually played a character with a bow, and you know what? A long range Magentol bow, that's actually pretty cool. First form sigil counts double, +1 damage, increased range. I've never been a bow player, but fuck it. Let's try it out. Why not? Um, I know some people say that the best arrangement is a spear for ranged. Maybe. Let's just go ahead and now dive into the archive. Here, a big element of this game is being able to collect knowledge. So while a lot of games will have a linear progression, you start from the beginning and you go through the storyline. In this game, there actually is no linear progression. Everything just is happening, and you get to determine where is it that you want to go based on what's interesting to you. And then what we're able to do is we can look at the map and decide what do we think is valuable enough for us to pursue? What kind of stuff is there that interests us? What are we prepared for in terms of the skill sets that we have, or the weapons and armor that we have? And as you travel to different areas, you'll find different townsfolk, and you want to talk to them and find out what's going on in the city, what's going on in the area. Maybe there's an ancient ruin hidden somewhere, and there's these different secrets that you can end up discovering, these powerful ancient machines that can cause real world impacts on the environment around you, as well as elevate your character. So unlike traditional RPGs, there's not a leveling system in this game, at least not a traditional leveling system in this game. Instead, what happens is that as you progress, you get to discover new items, new abilities, and that happens from fulfilling quests up to a limited amount. And then it's going to be based on the weapons and armor you find. So there's a certain point where your character gets very beefy, and so what I'm going to be testing out this playthrough is to find out what can I do to get the character to be as prepared as possible. Okay, there's a bowyer in town, so maybe. Do I really want to keep a bow? See, I'm considering starting with a bow in these earlier stages of the game because I know that I did struggle a bit in the previous playthrough where I played purely as a melee character. So for shits and giggles, what would I get if I wanted to give up my mace? Oh boy, that is super valuable. Wow. I'm not even sure what. I guess I don't even know who would make sense to sell this great club to. That's a fantastic value. See, I've got the bow, and if I wanted to give up the bow, yeah, I mean the bow is also highly, highly valuable. So what I'm thinking here is, yeah, let's just go ahead and let's play this game with the bow. It's a damn good bow. Looks like he's already offering to upgrade it. And do I have enough to get it upgraded? Oh, well, I lose my food, but I will give me, if I give him all the statues and trading goods I've got, he'll give me +1 damage on the bow. So the bow already does 5 to 7 damage, so about 5 damage. And that's compared to the 7 damage with the sword. So I do way less damage. See, that's what I remember I didn't like about the bow was the damage is so small. Though I guess for creatures like the freaking the freaking explodey boys, the Smilga, that's it. This would actually be very useful for fighting off Smilga because it is obnoxious when those guys have what's it called? Having to run up to those guys because they blow up so fast. So you know what? Let me upgrade this bow. I like this, and let's actually test out what that sky sigil looks like inside of the bow. Since I've never played with a bow before, I actually don't know what that could be like. Okay, this game is loading so much faster. I don't know if they've optimized something in the way these playthroughs happen, or if perhaps it's because I have way less items. But whatever it is, this is a significantly better experience. I think what I'll do in my other game is I'm just going to try trading out a bunch of the items I have and see if that makes a difference. All right, so whoops, I need to put the sword on here first. So right now I've got to where the sword will give me +2 damage every 10 seconds, which is pretty cool, but maybe there's something more cool with the bow. See, in these early stages, it's all about survivability. It's something where the character is very weak, the character is quite slow, and we don't have very much stuff going for us. Okay, arrows fired from the bow deal +1 stunning and electricity damage. So just +1 damage in general. Yeah, I don't know how interesting that is. That makes it to where the average attack does 7 damage. Let's see how fast I can shoot the bow. I mean, that's pretty fast. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, it's a pain to find the arrows, though. What in the world? Hmm. Oh, that's obnoxious. So that means I'm going to be running around looking for arrows. Ooh, I don't like that at all. I don't like that one bit. Okay, so I'm going to keep the bow with me. I'll do that. But I am not going to give the sigil to the bow. I think what I'll do is if I'm in a situation that looks a little bit sus, that's when I'll whip out the bow. But for the moment, I mean, Fact is, given the play style of that thing, I would much rather just run up in there with my mace and hand to hand combat them down. So yeah, I think I'll stick with the sword and I'm gonna whip out my two-handed mace and then see I'm kind of leaning to just leaving the mace because it takes up so much encumbrance. So I have an encumbrance of one. You know what? I changed my mind. Fuck the bow. I'm gonna leave the bow here for now. Doesn't mean that I won't necessarily use it later on. It's just that at the present moment, I'm not finding it to be that interesting. I do have a shit ton of encumbrance at the moment because I'm using a shield and a great club. So that is kind of problematic. Let's just see what happens if I got rid of the club. Okay, that's a good bit. Oh, and the bow doesn't take any encumbrance. You know, that's actually a better deal at this stage. So as I find complete different quests, it will get to a point that one of the things I can level up in is make it to where there's one called Pack Rat, where essentially that makes it to where you are able to carry more stuff. Um, that's I can see how vital of a tool that is. So for the moment, we'll leave the Great Club. Best case scenario, maybe we'll have a Master Smith come to town, and if that's the case, then I'll be able to trade with him. And they usually have some pretty fire weapons and armor and such available, as well as upgrades. So this sword I've got is pretty good. It's already got two sigil slots open. I've also got a ring that I can upgrade. That'll be great. So I can get some additional protection that should increase my survivability. And I've got some basic supplies, you know. So I think the very first step that I would take in this, I don't know if this is even hypothetical, you know, I might actually post this at some point as my first video, is to the very first step would be to go find out what does the world around us look like. So I did a brief wandering just to see how we have things set up in this world. We do have all 5 clans, which I'm excited to see. I think there's a total of 6 actually. I didn't see the I forget what they're called. Anyways, I had the Jabbar instead of the Alzamida, I think. No, Alzamida's right there. Anyways, there's one of them that's missing, but we have 4 total, and I'm good with that. That's much more interesting than before when I only had 2 in my game. Now, from the looks of it, this upper region of the map is kind of the easier place. I mean, even over here in the Vanagron Desert, that's only a challenge level 1. So it looks like the swamp is more difficult. We'll probably find the Fly Lord over there. Typically, he's got some treasure. We got a big, wide open freaking field up here, plus a neutral clan, so we can explore this area pretty easily. I'm guessing in the wintertime that gets cold, but that's fine. Looks like this is a little bit more difficult at the level 2. The mountains are level 2, and then things just get messed up over here where we got level 3. I don't even know what to call this, but sharp desert with fire stuff everywhere. And then we've got our Imperial land on the other side. So hopefully there's a spirit portal that's able to get me around to these areas. One of the secrets to this game is that in the earlier stages, while you need to invest heavily in thinking about how much time is it going to take to get from point A to point B, and do you have enough survivability to get there? But as you play the game, it gets to a point where you've got enough gear and enough armor to be able to survive most circumstances, at which case you just want to teleport yourself over and smack whatever it is you're doing. So now we've got a couple of points on our map, points of interest available to us. You can see here there is a cliff top ruin. Maybe there's some treasure. A way shrine where we can typically go pick up a sigil. Another way shrine, but these are also good because you can rest here. But this area is low level, so I don't know if I'll need that to rest. We may just go take the sigils and use them for ourselves. And then we have a cave. See a sky sigil, and oh my goodness, the Imperial force is right next to us. So the Imperials, they suck because they deal a lot of damn damage. And I don't know if this is the Imperial force where there's this guy named Valker, but that guy is a total freaking douche. He has a lot of health. He's very challenging to kill. And though he does drop a really big sword that you can sell for a lot. Just like what's smacking me right now is this wilderness. I would be gaining fatigued. So I'd have to be able to rest wherever I go. So I think what I'll do instead is instead of playing with fatigue, I will instead just head to this clifftop ruin, see what there is to find. In these earlier stages, I'm going to be looking mostly for furs, meats, things that will I can trade my way up. Ideally, what I'd love to find is a trading outpost or something. We've got some enemies and some unknown encounter. Let's go find out what this is. It was nice of the game to start me during the flower season, so that way it's not too cold yet. Though I'll for sure have to find some gear that has cold protection, as well as some cold protection gear. This is very cool starting a new game. I'm glad that I am doing this. I am glad I played the game first, though, to understand the mechanics, to get reasonably good at moving around, and to be more strategic in how I set this up. Let's see, we got a cave we can go inside of. Hopefully, it's not dark. Let's see if there's any goodies here. Oh, just a shit ton of spiders. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's horrible. That's not awesome at all. See, I know in the later stages when the character is super beefy and has like dedicated armor and multiple types of weapons and does big damage, like that's a time period where it makes sense to be able to just I would just go and smack all those enemies. But as of right now, yeah, no, not a good move. All right, sweet. Great start. +3 checks. Trigger side effects, sure. Because it typically just makes rocks fall and I just need to run away. Make this top safely and run away. Avoid the rocks and good to go. All right, what is this? It looks like we got a guide stone. Lifts my spirits. Thank you, guide stone. Inspired. So if there's any lore test upstairs or up this hill, we should be good for it. So it said a hilltop ruin. So yeah, usually that means there's going to be at least one piece of small treasure. If it's a big ruin, though, there was a cave at the bottom. So if there's a big one, that means there's typically big treasure. But there can also be ancestral spirits inside of there, which ancestral spirits are they're pretty rough enemies to take out. Yeah, they deal big damage. They cause they can be a little bit slippery depending on their AI. Sometimes they just sit there and try to hit you. Sometimes they move around. So anyways, we'll deal with what emerges. I think the scariest thing for me right now is getting swarmed, kind of like what we saw from those spiders downstairs. Just checking out each side to see if there's anything of interest. Doesn't look like it. It looks like I might get swarmed again. So let's go ahead and before I open those up, I just want to see where am I supposed to go from here? I'm guessing north, but okay, looks like there's yeah, I can climb that thing there. See, and one of the other useful things that happens as you adventure is being able to get to retrieve different potions. Awesome. Got a trading ring. The nice thing about the bats is you usually don't have to kill all of them. If you just smack a couple of them, they'll usually leave you alone. Let's start climbing. Looks like we got a pretty good stack in here. Sweet. Got inspiration. That gives me lots of rerolls. Trigger side effect. Yep, that's cool. I'm good with that. And there it is. Fantastic. And let's immediately run away. All right, we got some rude mushrooms. We have something that we can reach inside of over here. What is that spell? So these little guys, when they come out here, I can call lightning. I don't want to do that because I don't currently have immunity to lightning. There is a point where you can find a lightning machine, and there's a way that it's possible that if you get lucky, you can turn the machine off and still reap the rewards. Oh no, rude. Reap the rewards of being able to channel lightning. So yeah, I'll try that again. Looks like I got a little bit of spark. Let's go ahead and climb this. There's another cave down there. Oh, not able to climb that one. Okay, well, let's just try this other one then. Oh, funny. Looks like this isn't even climbable. It just looks like it. Okay. And I'm avoiding the cave for now just because I know my character is so squishy. So what I'm hoping for is that at the top of this hill, I'm hoping to find a minimally protected ruin where I can pick up some nice gear. Okay, look, this is a pretty tough cliffside. Let's try it out. Oh, not a great start. And failure. It's going to injure me. Ouchie, 5 health. Let's try again. Start climbing. Try it out. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, we needed that. We needed that. Oh, sweet. Great roll. +3 checks. I don't want to get fatigued. That'll make it tough to get back down. That sucks too. There we go. Fantastic. Lost 5 health. We got some rude mushrooms. Let's go ahead and pick up this spark. Thank you. Needed that. Then we need to climb our way up here. Oh my goodness. That's so obnoxious. Those things can go uphill. So fortunately, I do have one piece of whey bread that I can eat, and that is some way I can pick my health back up. I forgot that in the early stages of the game, it is so important to have extra whey bread sitting around. Oh wow, this is a very big ruin. I did not expect that. Holy crap, is that the damn? No, it's not the Spirit Forge. Still, there's a forge here. That's kind of useless though, that the forge is right next to the right next to Haven. Eh, oh well. I can take the form sigil from there and put that inside of the ring so I can have some protection. All right, so we'll see if I'm able to get into here. See, the challenge with this being a large ruin is that means that I'll likely need to do quite a number of tests, and those can be challenging. All right, so there's one way inside here. Looks like there's also a puzzle of some sorts. The spirit wolves are real tough enemies, even for being a higher level character, especially with all the big damage I'm taking. So I'm surprised this let me sit down and eat. Let's just go ahead and do that. And then let's slap this shadow wolf. Okay, what is going on with this shield? Okay, I did it. Man, I took a lot of damage though. That shield was freaking useless. All right, fine. But I'm here now. I thought I had inspired, but I guess not anymore. So this, let's just take a better scope around here. We've got a path that goes down. Oh boy, we got some meringue turrets. We've got a big chest up there. And let's see if I'm able to take a peek on the other side. So this is one of those things where sometimes while traveling, it's just not reasonable to get through certain situations. All right, so we got a bunch of snaproot trees. Just be very, very careful. You just gotta kind of run around randomly, get around those guys. Oh, I got some free spark. That's neat. I don't think I have any more food. Pretty sure I traded it. Yep, no food at all. So, come on. Okay, well, that is definitely trapped. See, I want to go in here though, because if I take that form sigil, I can use that at back in Haven. And I think I'll put the form sigil inside of the ring, so then I can absorb -2 damage. When I get a second form sigil, I'll be able to absorb all damage by 1. So yep, let's just hit it. Oh, rude! It blinded me. There we go. All right. Ouchie. So yeah, we are just gonna swipe that form sigil. It's right next to Haven anyways. I don't think I can get around getting hit by this. Yeah, no, I can't. All right, so I am out of health here. I definitely don't want to use that healing potion because healing potions are really difficult to find. So instead, I am just going to be as careful as possible. Oh, hey, there's another entrance here. Oh, shitty. I have nothing to pay a tribute to. Let's try not to get clapped again. There we go. It's easier whenever the sound is on, but I didn't turn the sound on, so whoopsies. All right, cool. Was able to get around the trees. Let's get the hell out of here. All right, so a part of me does kind of want to just poke my head down the cave downstairs. Yeah, 13 health. Yeah, no, that's kind of stupid. We're not going to do that. We're just going to go back downstairs. Now, I do have a couple of falling challenges I need to go through. The hiking challenges. So hopefully it's easier to get down than up. That's where hiking gear would be super useful. But yeah, this was actually a surprisingly tough area. I'm surprised to have found that where it's pretty cool seeing a different experience with each individual game. On the last game, my starting area is so basic on all the nodes around it. Like there is nothing really that interesting. If I travel like 3 or 4 nodes away, that's when there's things that are remotely interesting. But even still, not really. Let's start climbing down. See, climbing down, I believe, is easier than climbing up. All right, sweet. Got a gemstone. That'd be great for trading. Awesome. Get energized. Sweet. +3 positive outcome. And there it is. See, I wish when we had extra rerolls that would turn into extra spark. Sweet. A Hyborian Glimmer. Those are more difficult to find in the early game from what I've seen. At least I had trouble finding them when I started. All right, so let's try climbing down. How's our luck going to go? Become fatigued. No, I don't want to get fatigued. Well, actually, I can rest. It's the flower season. All right, let's just push my luck. Okay, sweet. We're good to go. I got +3 rerolls. Don't want to get fatigued. Damn it. Negative. Take time. That's okay. I'm good with time. Damn it. Why did they want me to get fatigued so badly? +3 rerolls. Come on. Come on. Shit. All right, we're going to fall over. And sweet. I didn't get injured. See, it's only a chance of injury when you fall. So we got lucky. All right, so now let's go ahead. Let's keep on traveling down. This would be a good place to also bring a pickaxe. It looks like there might be some interesting ore inside of that cave. I mean, that's got to be a big ass cave, the ones we went through, because that was already a huge temple up above. And then on top of that, there's multiple cave entrances. So yeah, no telling what's actually in there. Probably turrets, probably ghosts, probably, I don't know if there's skeletons in here. It doesn't look like a skeleton place, but still, it is likely going to have some rude opponents in there. Let's get past the mean mushies. Man, I just realized how much climbing I did all the way to get all the way up here. All right, sweet. Looks like I'm gonna pick something else up. Play it safe. Success outcome. Fantastic. Nice. Another gem. No, that is such a good situation. I can't even describe because there is so much that we need to do. I'm glad those spiders spawned in the wrong place. It would have sucked to have to fight all those guys. All right, so that was treacherous. While we're here, let's just see what's out here. All right, we got a brook, another ruin, the wild spirit portal. Okay, that's interesting. Let's just go ahead and put custom note wild spirit portal. So we've got this way shrine as well, a dale, and a brook. Okay, so not too much interesting there. There's a garden of Yendor. Looks like the Imperials are still slapping the Garden of Yendor around, so I have a black. No, I don't. So yeah, let's just go back to Haven. Oh man. So first adventure, pretty rough. Got my ass kicked, but we found something pretty cool. I think it would be worth it to just leave some quick notes. So we'll just say, box. Um, oops, custom note, big ruin plus and cave. Big ruin and caves. Yeah, that sounds descriptive enough. So now that we're back, we've only spent, I think, a couple of days away. I guess that'll be interesting. My the days in the adventure will be back down again. I think my last character is at 1,500 days in the world, and I still have more I want to do. I haven't even been to the first valley yet. At the same time, though, this will be neat to see how quickly can I progress through here. Like in the last game, I found that I lost a lot of time because I got my hope smacked around fighting Velcor, whatever the hell the Imperial guy's name is, and that ruined me. That hurt me. All right, so it's just a bowyer. Oh, whoops. Let's see if he has any trading goods or things of interest. Where does he go to next? He goes to lattes. I think it's pronounced lattes. I think it's pronounced like latties or something, but I'm gonna go with lattes. All right, Smith, you got nothing I really need. See, I'm not so confident I'm wanting to sell the bow, so we'll leave that at Rafi healer. What do you got going on? So you've got a healing boot, but I don't have nearly enough trading goods for that. Let's see what oh wait, I did have a way to heal. I forgot I had a pink Faro. Oh well. Spirit pearl bandages. I don't have any bandages at all. I should change that. I don't even have a fur right now. So a kith ring. Let's get okay. I can trade my pink Varo for a bandage. Yeah, this is useful because the pink Varo will go bad in a couple of days anyways. And so I don't want to deal with that. Though now that I think about it, as I am at this lower level and have less equipment, I should definitely be I should definitely find a way to I should definitely be swapping out and loading up on Pink Varo before I go travel. All right, well, let's go grab the bandages. That's fantastic. Then, oh wait, let's see what the trader has. Maybe I can get some gear to help protect against wilderness. The best case scenario would be to go find some bandits, kill them, and then take their cape. Oh my goodness, I don't know if I'm wearing a cape right now. All right, so he's got cooking gear. I don't need that for now, but I'll need that to increase hope later. A tent, not the most needed. I do have a repair kit already. Okay, this bedroll has 3 uses while mine only has one. These boots have 2 uses while mine only have 4 uses while mine only has 2. Comfortable. Mm. See, these fatigue potions are so useful. So now I'm leaning towards here. And the cape protects against wet. All right, so let's just see what it takes to upgrade all 3. And then let's see. Offer this, offer this. And I've got this torch, which is basically useless. I'm surprised he offers anything for it. Yeah, so he doesn't give a shit about the bow and arrow. Kithwing? Doesn't give a crap about that. See the glimmer he really likes. So perhaps I can get a carving plus the Kithwing. Okay. So I'd get 1 statue. I get to upgrade everything. So basically I'm upgrading everything for the price of a Hyborian Glimmer. So this will allow me to travel further. Because right now I can only, yeah, I can get 2 uses of the boost. They also double that. I get one more ability through wet, and then I can handle cold 3 times as opposed to 1 time. So probably a little bit early to be investing in this. At the same time, though, it is interesting. Let's just see. Can I get a Roth carving? That's what they care about the most. No, he does not want to part with that. All right, fair. Will you give me some fair? Nope. Okay. Um, so a ring plus a gem to upgrade but my equipment. Yeah, sure. Let's go for it. All right. So then healer, he doesn't have anything that useful for me. I do still have a carving, so I can use that in case the innkeeper has some interesting stuff. So I think what I'll do is we'll go see what we can do with this form sigil, what might be the best place to put this, and then we can go to the inn, get ourselves healed up, pick up some supplies that the innkeeper might have, like some extra food and whatnot, and then let's go ahead and get back out on the adventure. Seeing how treacherous it is out there and how much damage I took, definitely makes me reconsider the bow. Like maybe I should use the bow more because it's so dangerous. At the same time, let's find out. Oh, it only reduces damage by 1. It's so fucking weak. Okay, that is something though. So let's just keep that in mind. What do I get if I put it in the sword though? What does that do? Heavy attacks deal +3 damage and cause wounds. So that puts me at 12 damage. Okay, that's interesting. Now, what happens if I put the bow in there? Each arrow fired from this bow splits into 5. That's actually very interesting because I see, because the first form sigil counts double. So this does +1 damage and it's going to split this out. Okay, that's actually very tempting because that means then does it still only cost me 1 arrow to do that? Let's go and re-equip everything. Get the bow there. Got my shield equipped. Get the cape, the boots. The ring doesn't do anything right now, but I'm just going to wear it because it looks like there's qualities revealed with time. Um, that's actually very cool. Wow. Damn it, did I lose a bow? Okay, no, an arrow. All right, so I need to be very careful with the arrow situation. That's something for me to be mindful of. At the same time, though, yeah, quintuple shot, that gives me a way to handle range situations, even while my damage and armor is currently weak. So, okay, I'm good with that. That's good news. So what we'll do now is go check out the innkeeper, see what he's about, see what he's up to, get ourselves healed up. And I guess I do like looking at the map and figuring out my next adventure before ending. So yeah, we'll go take a look at the map, see what the next adventure might be. Whoops. What is this guy talking about? A rare breed of what? What? They can be salty and not want to talk to me? Hmm. Well, I don't have any social skills, so yeah, I won't deal with that right now. But see, I was super fortunate in my last game. I found a sword, a short sword that had +2 social redraws on it. So yeah, finding gear like that is super useful in this game. Now I just realized I didn't even bother coming down to the inn. This is where a lot of the information is at. Let's go ahead and start talking to some people. Honestly, there's a library out there. Cool. pick up some knowledge, probably some gear. Group of kobolds in a cave. Yeah, okay. Can go smack them around. Jabbar has no interest in talking to me. All right. I'll go make friends with your clan later. And then the innkeeper. What do you got for trading? Got some food, some promise and chilpit. Let's go ahead and see if I can pick up some food. Do I have... I don't have anything to trade for, so no, I can't. Let's hang out here and heal up. Rest until morning. Oh, not rest. Oops. Eat food. Eat food. There we go. And let's go ahead and break. Sweet. So now we've got a little bit of trading goods. We've got a ring, a statue, and a gem. I say a little bit, but I really can't stress just how little that is. I think my character has like 260 spirit pearls, 100 plus fatigue potions, anti-fatigue potions, 37 or 38 healing potions, probably 30 or 50 mystic chanting beads, which is like one of the most valuable items in the game. Yeah, just overall that character is just absolutely beefed. I can trade anything to anybody at any time, which has definitely spoiled me because in this situation right now, I don't have that power. But I do have a bow that does some pretty cool crowd control. I've got a sword that's looking like it's pretty cool. What I might do is just carry around 2 swords with me so I can dual wield if I want to, but really it's because the swords do get broken, they get damaged pretty easily. So ideally I can find 2 swords that are durable, and then I wouldn't necessarily need to two-hand stuff. I like having a shield a lot. I find two-hand is really great, but just not always that necessary, especially since you can go to the Spirit Forge, jack the sword up to have 3 different sigil slots in it, and then just slap on a form sigil. I mean, a root sigil to make it to where it slices through armor. So then you don't have to worry too much about armor. And it looks like here with this is a chance to ignore heavy armor. Never mind. So anyway, this could be interesting. I think there's a way with sigils that you don't need to carry arrows with you. That'd be really great. I got the bedroll, got a repair kit. Torch is pretty useless. Provision bag useful for now since I'm going to need to be relying on cooking. And let's just see what my situation looks like. So that's going to be difficult. There's going to be some flame sigils here, which could be interesting. I'm not sure what the flame sigil will do exactly for me. I can't handle 2 wildernesses yet, so I'd want to get some encounters. Okay, this is an encounter with enemy folks. That might be bandits. So yeah, I think I'm going to... I don't want to call it quits here yet, but yeah, I think I'm going to do one more. Okay, so we'll go over here, see what this encounter is. Like I said, I'm hoping it's some bandits that are trying to rob me, because usually if you smack them, they'll have a wilderness cape. And that wilderness cape is vital when going through the forests, or when you're just getting started and you don't have any of the buffs. See, I'm hoping I can find the sleeping giants this time, because I couldn't earlier. Oh, shoots. Well, looks like it was just a bunch of spider guys, and there isn't a... Usually what I'd be hoping for is that somebody would be there, and I could fight them. Like bandits, I mean. Imperials attack a farm in Clan Jabbar. Show. Oh, rude. And the Imperials grew? That's brutal. So the game just started and the Imperials are already clapping cheeks? So I know this is going to be treacherous. I mean, that's going to require protection. It's going to require defense, speed, ability to attack. Ooh, not ready for that yet. We got unknown hardship, and then just wilderness to get back. All right, so let's go ahead, check out this. Go check out this way shrine. I'm hesitant to remove the sigils though, because usually I'd have no problem taking the sigil, since it wasn't that bad whenever creatures attacked before. But now that I can already see, like I've just started playing the game and already the Imperials are lashing out. A lot tougher of a situation. Let's go ahead and equip my sword and shield, make sure I'm good to go. Any turnips? Any food? No. We got an entry on this side, and we have another entry over here. So let's just see what's on this side first. So yeah, I'm thinking I'll leave the way shrine up just to help protect the area since the Imperials are already near us. So that's just a way shrine itself. That's nothing that interesting, but I'll go and get myself warmed up. That's useful. So that means I need to be more strategic in terms of what nodes do I go to and how do I plan out where I go, knowing that different there's different types of attacks that can happen. So I'm thinking about what do I need in order to be able to take on Imperials? I guess sigils. Yeah, I need to get. I've got the sword. A sigil shield would be nice, but not necessary. Okay, I think that. Oh, went away. Oh, thank you, shield, for protecting me. All right, cool. So got those guys taken care of. What's in here? Sweet treasure chest. Because I need to fight some more screaming skulls, but that's not the end of the world. Though another part of me is thinking, what if I just take the sigil and when the Imperials do come over here, I just smack them? See, the risk is that the Imperials attack Haven itself, because then I won't be able to do my trades and everything. All right, so I got that guy. Where's the other? Where's the other torch? There it is. Fantastic. And then let's go smack the skulls. Awesome. Okay, sweet. We got 2 anti-fatigue potions and some bandages. That will increase my survivability. That will let me travel a bit further. Now, let's see if I can find a key. See, I don't know how well I'd be able to find anything in here, to be frank. I've never really had luck with being able to find hidden stuff just in the walls or something. Let's see, anything. Yeah. All right, so what I'll do is let's just give it a shot to pick the lock. I don't have any lock picks either, so this may not go very well. But oh, yeah, it doesn't even let me try. I don't have a lock pick, so requires a copper key. Well, where the hell might the copper key be? Hmm, problematic. Oh well, we got some anti-fatigue. We got to see what this layout is like. It's pretty cool seeing how it's a different layout. There's usually going to be several way shrines within the starting area, but it's neat to see that the styling is different. I'm excited to see what else is different throughout this game. All right, so I already went in there. I'm guessing if I start smashing up stuff, I'll probably find it. Um, Luckily, I am in my own area, so I'm already friendly with these guys. I think that if I'm not friendly, then I can't smash things. But I'm not that interested. So we keep going. What do I got? A hazard and hunted, and then lost. Ooh, I don't have any protection against lost. That's actually pretty rough. So let's go check out this way shrine, see if it's possible to get around, as well as see if we can find a verdant cloak, which comes from the bandits. But the verdant cloak, those are usually kind of expensive to trade for. So I wouldn't necessarily want to trade for one. I'd rather save up all my trading goods. Um, Ideally, go get some get another form sigil, find some spirit wolves, squeeze myself into a corner, and just farm their furs. There's much going on here. All right, we got some hogs. That's good. Give me some meat, furs, all sorts of stuff. Sweet. See, I still took 4 damage. I have severely underestimated how useful the Magentol rings are. Because the Magentol rings, you can just slap one form sigil in there, and that's sufficient to be able to get things done. While I'm here, I'm gonna go ahead and cook the meat, just because I know I'm already being hunted, and I want to save this meat for when I go back to Haven. Wow, no encounter. That's surprising. See, I'm about to get the hunted rank anyways, so I'm not quite as worried, simply because I'm already hunted. So the chance of an encounter was already high. So we have a way shrine here, a place to be able to rest easy. Does require a fire sigil, but I'm going to take that. Yeah, because a fire sigil inside of a shield makes it glow, but I can't do it on the shield. I don't know what fire sigil on a bow does. I know fire sigil on the sword will give me +1 damage, which sounds really nice. Or the fire sigil on the ring will give me +1 for social tests. Firewood? Yeah, why not? Help myself. I love the layouts. It is such a great experience to be able to see different ways of yeah, just the different styles of stuff. Uh just having to look around and see if there's a key outside. I realize I probably should have checked outside in the previous stage. Oh well, I don't see anything. Yeah, so now I know. Okay, wearing that armor, that helped a whole lot. That -2 damage. All right, well, I'm only a little bit hurt. I don't need to eat. I can come back up here and eat later on. Especially since it's a protected area. Hmm. So this has been a lot less nerve-wracking than what I'd experienced previously. Other times when I was practicing streaming, I felt so awkward, so uncomfortable, and just, yeah, I wasn't really sure what to do with myself. So I'm glad to see that either I'm maybe just getting better, or I'm improving, or my practice is paying off. But whatever it is, I'm glad to see progress. All right, so I've got a shit ton of snaproot trees that are awake. Looks like there's a chest in here as well. So let's go. All right, looks like one of the torches is over here. Where's the other one? See, it's hard to look around while also dodging these things and fighting. Where the hell is it? Will they strike me from all the way up here? Okay, I don't see it there. Is that it? I'm not so sure. Oh man, okay, let's just run down there. Let's check manually. Damn it. What the fuck? Where is it at? All right, well. Oh, damn it. Hmm. I'm actually genuinely confused now. Do a more thorough check. Aha. Wow, what a fucked up place that was in. All right, what do I got? Got some rope for climbing. Decent. A hooded lantern emits a strong red light. So same thing as a torch, I wonder. A weak reddish light. Ah, so the hooded lantern is actually stronger than the torch. And then repair kits in a provision bag. Useless trading goods, but hey, is what it is. Pretty sure I'm gonna need a key. Oh, brutal. So I just got the shit kicked out of me in there. Wow, my health goes down so fast in the early stages. Maybe I should do the -1 damage from the ring. I don't know. I guess yeah. Maybe that could help things out. It's a tough call. So I'm just gonna journey onwards. Um, yeah, because I've got the meat. I can use that as trading goods, and I've got a bunch of heavier items that I can trade, which they're not worth hardly anything. At the same time, though, maybe I can smush them all together and get like a single carving or something. In the early days of this game, it really is pretty yeah, you got to barter pretty hard. What I need to do is get my defense up so that way I can take more damage, and that will allow me to be able to farm spirit wolves. The spirit wolves that would get let me get whack tons of furs. Oh, that's useful to know. There's a farm right there. All right, so lost, but at wilderness. Oh, I don't have anything to get past lost, so I guess I just kind of have to deal with it. So let's try that out. So yeah, it's unlucky. No, I'm not. The kobolds attack lattes. Nice, they defended themselves. Are they the ones that are angry with me though? Yeah, they are. So that guy was going to lattes, but that wouldn't mean anything. All right, so since I'm fatigued, I need a rest. So I'm at the other way shrine. There was really no point here though, because I was missing a key. I guess what I could do is go run up to the outdoor area. Let's find out if maybe there's a key sitting around outside somewhere. Sometimes there'll be like a stump you can reach inside of or something, but I didn't see anything. So yeah, they just need to get lockpicks. Oh, great. There's spiders too. That's fantastic. See if I can get around them. Looks like it. They're not too bothered by me. Let's just do some searching around here, see if there's anything interesting. Does not look like it. Yeah, thankfully there's these way shrines here though, because that makes it much easier to be able to rest. I was gonna say perhaps I should keep him here, but it's nicer when the way shrines are further out, so that way I don't have to worry about I have to worry about anything. Let's see. I need a rest, warm up. There we go. I'm not gonna worry about my health because again I want to use the meats that I have for trading. Man, it's wild because I'm used to my other character where like these spiders would be nothing. I just go in there, start swinging around my axe or my sword. The biggest issue I have with the main character is that when I kill too many enemies, my weapons get damaged. But of course, I also have soft armor and hard armor, plus some weapons that are fully yoked, stocked up on every single magic ring that's possible. and able to achieve whatever I need. Plus, I have multiple elemental gear. All right, so wilderness, lost, and wilderness. Unfortunately, that lost is what's bothering me. Let's go ahead and walk over to the ruin because that doesn't have any wilderness requirements. That was interesting. I saw something about an encounter, but it went away. What? Imperial's already mustering more forces? Son of a bitch, they move fast in this game. All right, and then we got wilderness and wilderness. That's fine. I'll get fatigued, but I can shake that off in this area. But wow, okay, this is harder than I thought. So what I'm thinking I'll do next is we'll go figure out what can I do like to get a little bit better survivability. And man, yeah, I can see this. I'm not very confident about winning this game. It's seeing how fast the invading forces are expanding, seeing how weak my character currently is, seeing how damn big the map is. Um, I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, but I guess that's the fun of this game. It's being able to figure out how to overcome different challenges. There's an element of luck to see what you find. There's definitely an element of skill to be able to navigate the different places. And yeah, it looks like the biggest thing I need to find is a damn spirit forge. That is what's going to make things. He's going to lattes, but they don't like me at all. All right, so he's got a bunch of these. See, I think I'm going to use the bow, especially now that I can do the 5x shooting. See, it kind of makes me wonder if I should just be using the bow as a standard, um, increase my survivability that way, and then just keep the sword for when I need it. Then I'll put +1 damage on the bow, which will give it 6 damage, which will put it as the same damage as my sword. At which case, the sword, yeah, that's a tough decision. Now, well, so I think the trader is probably the best person to talk to about these items. And so let's just he's not that interested. Okay, so provision bag and 2 kits will get me 1 eclipse carving. And Borean Glimmer is nowhere close. Maybe I can get him to add on a ring in exchange for a torch. No, he didn't give a shit about the torch. Didn't give a shit about the rope, but I'll actually keep the rope. Firewood, I'll keep that. The lantern, I'm going to keep the lantern for now, but I didn't realize that the lantern is tradable. I think my game, no one would ever take it. So, okay, he has no interest in this ring. I'll give me a ring too. Let's see if he'll take some of my other items. Oh, damn, he won't take the meats. They spoiled today. That's why. Damn it. Um, a bandage? No. All right, so yeah, I wouldn't be able to get the ring, but I could get a carving. So that'll give me 2 carvings, a boring glimmer, and then I do have a this magic ring, which I could either make me more stealthy or make me decrease damage by 1. Which right now it's better to just use the quintuple arrows on this long range bow. See, I could trade the long range bow for a shit ton of statues. I'm kind of wondering, does the bowyer take weapons? Because maybe I give him the great club, which even though it's awesome, I could get five five different items, and then I'll just stack up these bows for later. Wow, these are actually really good. Yeah, that's an interesting idea. I'm not confident that they're into bows though. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. Let's just get on. Let's just keep it moving. I'm gonna go heal myself. Uh, hang out in the inn for a bit. See, sometimes the smith will have a lot of trading goods, but it looks like the town hasn't changed. It's only been a few days that I've been gone, so not really worth it to go through to on day 14. And it's crazy to think that I've done 100 times as much traveling in the other game. We just got a little bit of bread. Stay the night. There we go. Eat, rest, eat, eat. Fantastic. So now homeboy's at full health. So what I'm thinking is while I'm not stoked on the turrets, I do feel pretty good that I have a healing potion. And while I don't necessarily want to use it, I do know that as the game progresses, I'll be able to gather more of them, especially since I've got 4 towns now. With multiple towns, it'll make it a lot easier to just hitch a ride with one of the traders. I'm hoping that this leads to actually more traders in this world than what I've experienced previously. Um, definitely need to find some stuff with some social skills. I don't have that yet. And from the looks of things, it sounds like I'm going to need to take care of these Imperials out here. Now, the Garden of Yendor is pretty challenging without a little bit of armor. Kobolds in a keep. Keeps will usually have some undead. A large cave. There's a sky sigil in there. So I can use that other sky sigil to oh no, I guess enter the spirit world. I don't know that it does anything for me, but could. What do we have over here? Underground shrine. That'll definitely have some upgraded weapons and armor. So I still need to get a verdant cape though. So what I should probably do is I'm thinking work my way. I can check out this Imperial Force. Yeah, let's take care of the Imperial Force. That'll probably get me a quest, hopefully, maybe. It can help my character get a little bit stronger. And then from the cave, let's make our way towards this keep. And the keep, we'll just poke around and I'll see if I can nab some treasure, if I can grab something, and just do my best to avoid the enemies. And when it comes to traps and puzzles, I'll do my best. So, yeah, this is definitely a more challenging game than what I faced, but this has been an awesome first playthrough. Overall, this character is looking like it's going to be a lot of fun. Let me just show real quick what my character looks like in terms of skills. We went ahead and got the weapon grip, sword fighting, glory seeker, shield proficiency, and single-handed martial arts. So this way he's pretty tanky. That's the style I prefer to play with. Hope traits, I've got strength, fortitude, and fortune. And then so far we haven't done any deeds, we haven't done any quests, and so we've got a lot more to learn about. We got Wolfmane, Alzameda, Jabbar, Sand Riders, Rafi. I forgot who we're missing. I could have sworn there's one more, but that is 5 clans, so maybe not. And of course, for references, we don't know anything right now because we just started, and so we need to learn more about the map, learn more where some different mysteries are at, and then that will allow us to get further along. At the same time, overall, this has been a cool playthrough, a cool start and cool intro. This would be episode number 1. I don't know if I'm going to be shirtless in every episode, just like I am here. Maybe I wouldn't mind it. At the same time, this has been interesting. Thank you for watching. Till next time, y'all. Bye for now.